this episode we're going to be playing around with some tech on Forester. So I'm hooked up to the OBD port. You can see. Alright, that's a bit annoying that the GoPro keeps stuffing up on me, but I did get a little bit done and it's running a lot better. Let's go have a look at what I did. First of all, if you've been watching, you would have heard it not running the best, like backfiring a little bit through the intake. I'll put in a clip from a few weeks ago. So yeah, it was, since changing it to a manual, it hasn't been running the best. And I've seen quite a few videos on people doing swaps, and they just need to earth out this pin, and you've got to put this in there, and they're different ECUs to mine. They're like GC8 and first gen SFs, whereas I've got a 2001, so that's where it changes. And going through all the wiring, all the plugs are different. People saying they put this in there and there's already something in there, there shouldn't be anything there, and I'm struggling. But I've got the Haltech, so the Haltech's controlling all the engine, so it shouldn't have a high idle because it's controlled from the Haltech. But yeah, I've had the Haltech for a little while, been driving it around, and I've been adjusting the fuel mixture from the Haltech and the O2 sensor. So it's just been self-learning and all that. So when I put the manual in, it's going to like the auto fueling. So it wasn't running that good. And for the first time since changing it, I finally got the laptop hooked up. Alright, so we're just logging in. Just turn the turn the car on, and that first scene where you saw me hooked up with the OBD, I just looked through SU flash and there didn't seem to be anything. Put the check engine light on, put that ABS light on. Like I said before, people saying you just need to put in a pin into the connectors for the TCU that you've removed and it gets rid of it. But like I said, I haven't found that pin yet, so yeah, I'm not having much fun with that. But she is running a lot better, and I'll show you what I did on the Haltech. So from the very start, when it was compound turbo, if you didn't know, it was compound turbo, two turbos fitting into each other. I've just gone and put a base map in from a WRX. I'll show you. I'll go on to the compare map. Oops. Compare. I use the 2001 2005 JDM EUDM, so the GD, and then I use the WRX down the bottom. So this is a compare. Right. So what it does, it shows the base map and it shows what you currently got and the difference between the two. So now, see, I've taken out 7000 and 875, but I can show the difference. So this is the difference. It's all pretty much zeros all over except for below 800. So there's not much difference. This is what I did today. I converted it all back to base map, and she's running good. Starts up good, because today it was idling up to 2000 RPM. Like, what is going on here? Right. And then I see TPS percentage, it was like 2%. I'm like, what is going on? And I put my foot under the pedal and I pulled it up and it dropped right down. What? And then I remembered, to get it to idle properly, when it was an auto, I adjusted it at the throttle body. So I backed it right off, dropped down, idle's good now. Revs really good, really clean, crisp. Pretty happy. So I also recalibrated the gauge up here, so now we have speed up here because I can't get it on here. We've got speed and RPM together. We're just back to the start. Air fuels, yeah, ethanol. You really only need ethanol when you start it, because it will should be the same mix the whole time. And the fuel trims were like 1%. So I'm not going to do any adjustments, because in the Haltech, I'll show you, you can go down to O2 control, and then you can see long-term fuel trims. I haven't had it running long, but you'll see here, these are the adjustments that it's making. 0.4, 0.1, negative 1.3. So anything really 3%, this is all a percentage, anything like 3% is good. Before I was getting like, it was getting up to 22, like it was totally out. So pretty happy. Got the GPS blinking over there red because we're in the shed. Need to have a good view of the sky. So tomorrow morning, it's 9:30 now. Tomorrow morning I'll take this out for a drive. I found my sucker that'll go onto the window, so I can do up here so we can see the speed and the RPM. One of you boys wanted to see that, so we'll see how smooth the speed is. I also went through and put in the gear ratios, so I had to do some calculations there. So the all-wheel drive manual, 6-speed, gear ratio, and selector position is disabled. Selected gear ratios, it asked for it, the speed at 1000 RPM. So 8 in first, all the way up to 39 in sixth. I guess it just multiplies by the RPM, and that'll be your speed as well. So it should know what gear you're in, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so she's running a lot better. I'll start her up and you can just hear that it's so much better. So much better. However, yeah, I got a lot of wiring to do still. Still got the engine bay wiring. There's no like backfiring or anything. I will connect it. TPS is at 0 now. Actually, I've got the garage closed. See? A lot better. We'll go for a drive tomorrow. Oh, I can't believe I just had to revert back to base map. Yes, I will be going to get a dyno tune. I was thinking going to check a tuning. They said they don't do any tuning a week before a drift event because Drift Cat is prepped there. And this weekend there was a drift event on at Calder, so I might give him a buzz on Tuesday because Monday is a public holiday here, and we'll see if I can get in. It'd be great if I could. I've got this coming week off work still, so it'd be awesome. But we'll see how this drives on the road with just a base map. Should be able to putt around pretty good. Yeah, might have to plug the TCU in to get rid of that ABS. I'll work it out, but hopefully the ABS actually works. It needs a speed signal. I'm pretty sure it needs a speed signal. Or we're going to have to get a vehicle speed signal box thing and convert it and send it back through to the ABS and to the dash. That'd be good. But yeah, we'll work that out. We will work that out. Alright guys, we're going to take the red Foz out. It's first drive with catch can system, so hopefully we are all good. I'm going to check the rev limiter. I'm not going to be flogging it tonight, so just take it easy. But we'll see how it goes through the gears, because we are now on a base map. So hopefully, right, I've gone back to the base map because all the tuning up that I did before, it was all for the auto, and all the base maps, they seem to be manual. So it's cleaned it up a lot. So let's get it out for a drive. Let's have a look at protection, I believe. Engine protection. Look at, okay, rev limit 5500. Right, we're not going to be getting above that. I'll be going pretty quick. Alright, let's set it up, warm it up, go for a drive. It feels a lot more responsive. Right, we're logging. Right, there's our speed now. Make it bigger. It's pretty good. It's not driving the best. It's alright, free revving. Speedo's actually really good. Happy with that. First time I've actually seen it read out on the gauge, so obviously it's not going to be the best tune because I've gone back to a base map and I've got bigger injectors. Alright, let's get the screen up. That looks pretty good, pretty close. 88 at coolant. Yeah, it's just gonna need a tune, guys. Intake air temp 31. Hopefully I could capture the speed. Speed is smooth, it's good. It's a lot better than it used to be. I used to jump around and I was doing like 300 k's an hour, doing 20. But yeah, I've recalibrated it, it's all good. Works good. Yeah, pretty much. I've got to go get a dyno tune. I've got to work that out. Wish me luck. Thanks for watching. Bye.